Welcome everybody to today's amateur match. I'm Josh Powell. I'm going to host this match and I'm also playing in this match. This is a league match. We're playing Tap League in Oakland County, Michigan. The division's called Up Top Tap. Shout out to Oz, the league operator. She's awesome. I'm playing a gentleman by the name of John Nelson. Gentleman is a loose term, John. No, just kidding, brother. It's a 5-3 race. We're playing 8-ball. I won the lag, I think, because I'm at the table. I didn't really pay attention to who won the lag. You tell me, you watched. And let's get into it, man. Now, we're playing on a bar box at an actual bar. The rails are super bouncy. There's people walking all over the place. So it's a fun place to play, man. You get a little distraction. You know, it's like playing putt-putt. See, there's somebody right there walking by. It's like playing putt-putt, but on a pool table. I didn't want to get behind that 14. I was really hoping probably to run into the 14, maybe do a triple ball combo, I guess. I'm going to bank the 1. That's pretty ambitious. I must be feeling good. I like it when I'm feeling good. I like watching my matches when I'm feeling good. All right, let's see what happens here. Make it with top so I can get a shape. Hey, I did make it. Now I've got to look at the 3. This gets a little tricky though, man, with the 3. Either I come bottom and run into the 2 and the cue ball is going to end up who knows where, or I could use a little bit of right spin and try to come this way. That's what I'm looking at now, and try to come this way. That's tough too, man, because you can see the gap there, man. I have to get real close to that 9 ball to come that way. But that would be the optimal way right there. That's the way I'm going to play it. I can see myself putting top on it. Oh, too much. Oh, I came around it, which is going to be great. At least I got to look at a shot, but there's nothing really to be made here. I think the only thing I could try is to bank that 6 up in the corner there, but that's real tight past the 8. And if it goes, I basically got to, oh, I'm going to try to cut the 2 from here. All right. All right, Josh, I see you out there, bro. Trying to cut the 2, man. I'll see you. The good news here is I should get a shot on the 6 if I make it. A little bit of left spin. I should run into the 6 probably. Oh, I didn't put left on it. I checked it up. It looks like I put a little right spin on it, and I'm not sure why I did that, but it doesn't matter because I missed the shot anyway. So now John's going to come to the table. Let's see what John's got here. It's just those skill levels, guys. I think an 8-ball for this match, I think in tap I've been bobbling back and forth lately, so I think I was a 7 when I played this match, but I'm not 100% certain. I might have been a 6, which would make him like a 3 or a 4, I guess. John shoots way too good to be a 3 or a 4, John. John, what are you doing? Are you sandbagging or what? What are you doing, bro? Or have you just had a bad run and your skill level's lower? He's probably higher now. This game was played a little while back, so I don't know what his skill level currently is. So, but you know, tap just started up around this area, so a lot of people, their skill levels aren't where they should be yet. You know, it's still fluctuating up and down. So it takes a little time for everybody to get set in a skill level. Okay. All right, he missed the shot. Didn't really leave me a ton. What's that kid doing? Get out of there, kid. Get back in your cage. Go on, get. Kid. Keep them kids away from the pool table, man. Oh, look at that pizza. That pizza looks good. Anyway, back to the match. Good chat. Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm going to start with the 6, which means what? Am I going to try to draw this way maybe and get up into there? I don't know. This is crazy. I could put a lot of left spin and come around this way. Yep, that's what I did. That worked out nice, actually. We'll take it as long as 11 doesn't block me up. I think we got a good look. We got a good look. We can shoot the 2 this way. Couple options, and that's what I'm looking at right now. I could hit it with draw and come down like this and back up and try to squeeze the 8 in there. Or I could hit it with follow and try to run into the 8, but that's dangerous. You never know what's going to happen when you do that, guys. And let me get me a non-sponsored drink right quick because I'm thirsty. I don't know if I was exactly trying to go between the 8 and the 13, but that worked out nice. I'll take it either way. Get the chicken wing out, mark the pocket, because this, my friends, is going to be game number 1 in the books. You know, no way I missed this. Just kidding, by the way. If you're new to my channel, I'm just kidding. I'm very sarcastic. It'll grow on you. Just watch. See, I told you. I told you there's no way I missed that shot. That was horrible, Josh. You were doing pretty well up to that point too, man. And then your amateur started showing, you know? Excuse me, your amateur is showing. Ooh, John kind of got himself in a bit of a tight spot here. He's got to shoot the 11 now. He can't shoot the 9, he can't shoot the 13. And that shot on the 11 is not extremely hard, but given the circumstances, it's tough, man. I don't know if he'll make it or not. Or maybe just play safe. That's what he's going to do. He doesn't like the shot on the 11 because there's a lot of pressure on it, and if he misses, he leaves me an easy shot on the 8. So he played it safe, and that was a smart safe, but chances are I'm going to jump this. Yeah, you saw me walking that way. That's where my cues are at. So I was probably going to get my jump cue. Yep, there it is. There it is. This is not an easy jump shot because the distance here is so short. Such a small distance to clear that ball. And then when I land, I have to rely on the cue ball going dead straight, which means you have to hit the dead center of the cue ball. If you're off just a little, that's the thing about a jump shot, guys. You're coming straight down on the ball. It's almost like a massé. If you're not dead center in the cue ball, when the ball lands, it'll actually spin and massé and curve. So that's what makes this shot, for me, that's what makes this shot so hard. Is because you have to aim so high on the ball and it has to jump so fast that when you land, if you don't hit dead center, you're done. You're cooked. Cooked like that chicken wing right there. All right, let's see how I mess this one up. Let's see. Ooh, almost made it. That was actually a lot better attempt than what I thought I was going to get. And hey, I'm satisfied with it, you know. I wish I would have made it, but I didn't. And chances are John may take this first rack, and he only needs 3 total, so that's going to be tough if he wins this first one. Let's see what he does. He's got to get loosened up, though. I know he's shooting a little tight right now. You can tell by the way he played that safety last time instead of going for the 11 ball. He had an out there, but he decided to take the safety. That tells me he's not fully comfortable on the table yet. He's shooting a little bit tight, a little bit scared, you know. And you do that when you're not comfortable yet, you know, until you get loosened up and your stroke starts feeling good. Then you shoot with a little more confidence. But, you know, if he gets out here, he'll probably loosen up real quick. If he doesn't get out here, he'll stay tight on this stroke. We'll have to see how he does it. Where are you going with all them gifts over there, man? Did you see that guy walk by with all those presents? Rewind the tape. Watch it back. Dude walked by with a bunch of bags of goodies. There's an arcade over there to the right. And that's why you see so many kids going back and forth. They must have had a birthday party or something over there. They do that from time to time. There's more people walking by. Go on, get. We should put like fencing up and make them walk around the pool playing area, but can't do that. I mean, it's a bar, you know. It's a bar. It's not a pool hall. We can't expect the same courtesy we would get in a pool hall. Am I going to try to jump this one too, or am I going to curve it? What am I going to do here? Come on, there's another little kid. Get out of here, little kid. Get out of here. Someone call the cops. Did you see that? I don't think that was her dad. Just kidding. Random guy who will never see this. All right, I can't believe this shot. This is crazy. Oh, there's lost a game 1. You know, I went ahead and lost game 1 real quick with a jump shot. That was stupid. I should have just played a good hit, left him a long shot, and see what happens. I could have very easily just kicked off the rail and hit the 8. Maybe mark the pocket up here just in case, or even mark the side because often it goes in the side. Leave the cue ball down table. I mean, there was a lot of stuff I could have done rather than try an impossible jump cut like that. The cut was horrendous for a jump shot. There's no way. No way. You know, no way. Someone call the police. I got robbed on that last one. Call the cops. Where's a manager? Looking for a man. Give me a manager. I need to talk to them about this table. Just kidding, guys. You know, like I said, if you're new here, man, this is the way I roll. I chat a lot. I talk. I have fun. You know, sometimes I sound like an idiot. Well, most of the time I sound like an idiot, but that's okay. Because I have fun doing it, man, and I'm hoping you guys have fun watching it. So if you would, hit the subscribe. Hit the buttons. They're right down below, you know? Subscribe, notification, all that good stuff. Comment, like, share. I don't know. I don't know what else you can think of, but hit them. Push them. You hear that? That's the sound of me pushing the buttons for you. All right, I'm done. I'm done being dumb. Just kidding. I'll be plenty more dumb before this match is out, I'm sure. All right, let's see what happens here, though. I'm shooting stripes, and I've got to look at the 11. What am I going to do with that 14, though? That's the main thing. Oh, I tried to come back. I think I was trying to come back to get through. I was trying to come. How many times am I going to try to say that? I think I was trying to come back and hit the 8 into the 4 and either leave myself a shot there or there on the 14, but didn't work out that way. So John's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 7 balls on the table, and yeah, he's got to run them if he wants to win. I've got that 13 sitting in the pocket, so a safety here would be very difficult. He's got to go for something. That 2 ball's looking mighty juicy for a starter shot. Make that 2 into the side, and he could either draw up into this ball, or personally I would follow around like this and try to crash. Yeah, he's going to take the 2. Top right is what I would use on this. I don't know what he's going to use. This match was played a few weeks ago, guys, so I don't remember like individual shots from this one at all. In fact, I think I remember who wins, but I'm even not 100% certain on that. I'm not 100% certain on that. So we're watching it together for the first time. I edited this one. Edited. I don't know, guys. I can't speak, man. Happy Friday, by the way, guys. Cheers. You know, I'm not drinking beer. It's early in the day here, but it is Friday, guys. So cheers, cheers, cheers. Hope you guys have a great weekend or a great week, depending on when you actually watch this video. I don't know when this video will be posted. I'm doing a few videos today, so if you watch a couple videos and I keep wearing the same hoodie, that's why, you know, that's why. I'm recording multiple videos at once. Not at once, but at the same day. Same day. I think I might go play a pool tournament tonight somewhere if I can. I don't know. I just reached out to my buddy who owns a pool hall to see if he was having a tournament tonight or not. And if I do, I will live stream it, and you guys can watch. Probably record some too, I'm sure. Post those later on, you know, with a little editing. I always, you know, even when I live stream, I like to record the match too, because then I go back afterwards and I'll edit out the racking and the in-between and all the BS. I know it's a family channel. That's why I said BS, man. All right, John Nelson. Looking at the 4 ball all the way down, I think. Yep. Oh, he nicked the 8, though. That's going to get him. It did. It got him. I could start with the 13, but honestly, I like starting with the 11 first. I like playing it with top and getting the cue ball back down around here somewhere. I could come all the way down into here for the 3rd. I'm starting with a 13. That's a chicken shot. I mean, it's all right. A little left spin. I'll come 2 rails towards the middle of the table. I went rail first. That works out too. There's a couple ways I could have played that. I thought I was just going to go 2 rails and come in between like this, but I played rail first and came over this way. That works out pretty okay if you ask me. Now this will be probably top left. Get the cue ball back here. Yeah. Yep. Just like that. All right, so this should even up our match here 1-1, I would imagine. I don't see myself not getting out here. In fact, there's very high probability. In fact, I'll guarantee I'll get out here. I'm probably missing out. Now that I smile, because as soon as I said it, I'm like, geez, I'm going to miss it now or scratch or something. No, I did it, man. No commentator cursed today. You know, it's hard to curse a match that's already been played, but somehow I figure out how to do it, man. If you watch my last match, you'll see. I commentated, cursed myself on a match that was a week or 2 old. It's amazing. It's amazing how that works. I thought for sure I was out, and I wasn't. All right, John. Looks like a dry break. John's going to figure out what he wants to do here, which way he wants to go about this rack? I think he's probably going to go with the stripes here. I would. Well, at first glance, I would go with the stripes. But when you look a little deeper, you think the 8-ball. Always look at the 8-ball, man, when you're figuring out what you want to do. Because with stripes here, the 8-ball, the only place it goes is in that side, and you have to literally be right here to do it. So solids isn't a horrible option either, because I think either way you're going to want to break this cluster up. I might try to break this cluster up right here with this shot. I don't know. Nope, I didn't break the cluster up. So that tells me I'm going to try to shape it down here. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Either if I didn't try to break that up with that particular shot, that means I'm just going to try to shape the 8, which is probably a smarter way to do it, because now if I miss, he's going to have a way tougher time beating me. Okay. Oh, I can't believe I missed that. That was a nice little bump to clear out that cluster too, and missed the shot, man. You know, like a dum-dum head. That's what I am sometimes, a big dum-dum head. He's got a good way to get his 4 out right now. He's just going to shoot the 6 and roll up to here. Oh, he hit it too hard. I would have just barely hit that sucker, man, and left that cue ball up in there for the 4 next. I was going to play a safety on me. Smart shot. That is a smart shot, and he got me good, too. I don't think I can really do anything. Oh, did he leave me a gap? Oh, he did. He left me a gap straight through there to hit this combo up here. And I don't even know. I think it's the 14-10, but I'm not 100%. 14-12. How unfortunate for... Oh, he didn't leave me the perfect gap. Okay. He left me a gap to get out and make a good hit. Not the perfect gap to play that combo like I thought. Still unfortunate for him that he left me a shot there, because he played a very nice safety. I was checking my phone. I apologize, you know. I was checking my phone to see if my buddy got back to me. See if he's having a tournament tonight or not. I don't know. I don't know if he is or if he isn't, but if he is, I may go play it. I may go play it. All right. Just enjoy it, guys. It's not often I'm quiet. You know what I'm saying? It's not often I'm silent. Just enjoy it for a second. Oh, that was a good back cut on that 3. That wasn't easy. It's going to hit the 11 and end up nice on the 4. All right, he's got some work to do, but all the balls are makeable, I believe. If he can get to this 4, which, I mean, if he's on the 4, if he can get to the 2, right about here, he can make the 2 up there and maybe draw over in for the 1. If not, the 1 ball is going to be tough. I think the more I look at it and the more I draw it out like that, I think the 1 ball is probably going to be a problem. So that means he's going to have to get up in here, play the 5 down there, and break the 1 out, which is also a good option as well. Oh, he's going to put the 5 in trouble. Now he doesn't even have a breakout, but he did line up the combo. So now the 1-5 will go. He might even be able to make it here. I don't know for sure if he can. If he can just edge the side of that 1 and play that combo, I think he'll be looking good. What he's got to be careful of there if he does that is the cue ball is going to come off the rail and hit the 8. And the 8 just may come straight over into that pocket. He's asking if I want to watch it. Yeah, he's asking me to watch it, look at it, see if it's frozen. He's going to play a safety, that's why. So I'm going to watch it. Make sure it's a good hit, which I'm sure it will be. I rarely have a problem with somebody trying to cheat me, but that's because when they do, I just let it happen. I don't try to fight with people about that stuff, you know. I feel like karma always comes back around when you're playing pool. You know, someone tries to cheat you on 1 shot, they end up missing and losing the match, I feel like, more often than not. So if you sit there and argue with them about it, then all of a sudden it takes you out of your mental game and you end up playing worse. But I don't do it, you know. I'll ask, I'll question them. I'll be like, you sure that was a good hit? Okay. And that's all I'll say. I won't say nothing else, you know. Just because I'm not trying to argue with people, mostly because it takes me out of my own game. if I get angry and upset about some silly, stupid thing like that, man, with someone trying to say it was good when it was bad or vice versa, then mentally it'll take me out of my game and I won't focus as much because I'm angry. So I just don't do it. I try not to anyway. Every now and then there's that one guy I play where I want to punch him right in the face, you know. But it's rare. It's rare. You guys have watched a lot of my matches, and I'm sure you get a pretty good gauge on how I feel about my opponent typically when I'm commentating on the video. So if you've watched for a long time, I can think of maybe 2 or 3 matches I've posted where you could probably tell I didn't care for the guy I played too much, you know. But it's not too often, man. It's not too often. What's this guy doing down there? What's that guy doing right there? Man, get out of my frame, dude. What are you standing there for? Go on, get. Come on. We got kids, we got dads, we got all types of people up in this place, man. Up in here, up in here. Yeah, you know, it's funny, when I was playing, I didn't even realize all those people walking right by the table and stuff. I try to focus in when I'm playing and try not to pay attention to what's happening outside of the pool table, but sometimes you can't help it. Oh, did I overhit this? I think I'm good. It was a pretty decent shot too. I just overhit it a little bit, but I think I'm good. I think I got the shot. I just got to be careful not to let the cue ball go over this way off the 8, you know. Just got to be careful about that. I'll probably hit it soft, yeah. That way, even if it goes towards that pocket, which it was going that way, if you hit it soft, it won't scratch because you didn't hit it hard enough to get there. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Not a bad. Okay, second ball break there, and that worked great. Geez, that table sprung a leak. I think I made half the balls in that one shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I made four balls, man. It's a pretty good 8-ball break. Shoot, I wish all of them could be like that, you know. But it's just luck with me, you know. There's no special no special secret to breaking like that. Sometimes I hit that same break and I won't make a ball and everything will be cluttered up. It's weird. And then other times I hit that break, man, and they spread like a butte, and I make half of them like that. It's nuts. All right, solids it is. I would say I have a good chance of running out here, but the 4 ball's a little tricky and the 8 ball's a little tricky. I was looking at the 5 to make sure it goes past the 13, but I got to figure out the 8 ball here. What do I do? I'm looking right now, and the only thing I can see that's feasible is to get a shape on the 6 ball up in here somewhere, and then play the 6 off of the 8 into that corner pocket, and that'll send the 8 into the 9, or if I hit it harder, it'll send the 8 up table. That would be one way I can see on how to get to that 8 ball. I mean, there's other ways, you know. With the 5 and 13 sitting here, it makes it tough because normally you could take a shot and just send the cue ball off the rail down here like that. But that's not something that you can do with the 5 and the 13 sitting there. I'm going to shoot the 1 past the 5 right now, and this is, I know, is a tight shot. It doesn't even look like it goes from here. And no rail. Yeah, give them ball in hand because that's the kind of guy I am. I ain't trying to cheat nobody. You know, I make sure I tell you if it's a bad hit. I've had comments on videos before because I'll double hit. Whew, customary yawn, guys. Customary yawn in every video. It's not an amateur pool video until Josh yawns, bro. Just the way it goes. I've double hit the cue ball sometimes, and it's so minute that you can't see it with your eye, but I can feel it, and I'll stop and let them know it's a foul. Give them ball in hand. I've done that on multiple occasions. You guys have probably seen me do that on video before, I'm sure. Just because I talked about that karma thing, man, I'm a firm believer in it. If I try to cheat somebody, then that karma's going to come back on me. And I don't want that. I don't need that, Ricky Bobby. I don't need it. I got corrected in my last 2 videos ago. I said something about 60% of the time, I'm right 100% of the time. And I said it was from Talladega Nights, but it's not. It's from Anchorman. So I apologize. Thanks for correcting me in the comments, whoever you were. And I appreciate you, bruh. Bruh. All right, it's enough of the bruh stuff. Anyways, Anyways, back to the match, man. All right, John, what are you looking at here, bud? What are you thinking, my man? I wish I knew. I wish I could see what they were thinking when they're at the table. It's fun because I know how my brain works when I'm at the pool table, but I'm curious how everyone else thinks at the table. You know, like what is he thinking right now? Is he thinking, man, what should I do? Should I save? Or is he developing a plan? Or is he just staring at the table trying to think of something? You know, you never know. He's going to rail first and try to make this ball. Not easy, I know that. Good chance he might scratch even. Or if he makes it, he might open up the 8 too. But the 8 doesn't need to be opened up now for him. The 8's wide open. And then maybe that's why he backed off. Because if he makes that, he probably clips my ball and pushes it in front of the 8. And this shot up here is kind of a tough one. That's why he doesn't want to shoot it. It's a tough shot. That scratch is very likely if he shoots 13. He's got to play that with a lot of top. And the cue ball, if he played it with a lot of top, the cue ball would probably hit like that and come down. All right, he did play it rail first, and he didn't hit my ball, but that's because he didn't make. Get out of the way, kid. Go on. Get up. See that kid right there? Get out of there. Get out of there. Get back in your cage, man. There you go. Go. Get out of there. Go on. I'm just kidding, guys. I like kids. Sometimes. I like kids when I don't have to watch them. I like them, you know? If I can just razz them up, play with them, get them all hyped, feed them some candy, and then go see your parents, man. You know? You ain't got to deal with the bad side of them. But when you got to watch them kids, boy, I tell you, man, you know, I wish we were, times today were like back in the 80s, man, where you could just beat a kid when you need to, because that's how they listen, man. That's why no kids listen these days, because their parents don't beat them, you know. You got to get the paddle or the switch or the electrical cord or the spatula or whatever your parents used to beat you with. You know, there's lots of stuff out there you can use, you know. Follow me for more tips on how to beat kids, you know. By the way, I'm just kidding, guys. You know, don't cancel me. Or do, I don't care. Actually, I do care. Don't cancel me. I'm just kidding, bro. It's just a joke amongst friends. Geez, if you can't joke about beating some kids with friends, what can you joke about? You know what I mean? You're so sensitive about it, bro. Just kidding, little Timmy. I know you guys, my fans, the people who watch my channel. I can't even say fans because you're just watching my channel. I don't say you're a fan. But the people who watch my channel, I feel like most of you guys feel the same way I do about most stuff. You know, it's just the way it goes. I hear my dog up there. There's like a game of Jumanji being played upstairs or something. It sounds like there's elephants running through my living room. I think my wife just got home is what it is. But anyways, good chat. Back to the match. Let's see what I'm going to do here. Probably the 1 dead. Yeah, 1 clean. And if I use straight top and avoid hitting that 13, that would be beautiful. I don't know if it's possible. I may end up hitting the 13, in which case I can shoot the 4 up here to the top left corner. Or I can just miss it altogether. You know, sometimes that's easier. You know, it's way easier when you just miss the shot. I like it. I like that. It's my favorite, guys. You know, my favorite. It's my favorite shot I have in my bag is the bobble. Ooh, see there? John likes that shot too, apparently. Get out of the way, 11 ball. Get out of the way, because now I can shoot the 1 first, and I got a big pocket there with the 11. Hit it with stun if I can, just to get the cue ball to come back over this way. Yeah, it's a little close to the rail for stun, so I'm going to have a little top on it, which is going to make my shot on the 4 a lot tougher. What I'd like to do is top right and get the cue ball down this way. You see me go over there and talk to that guy right there for a second. It's because as I was getting ready to take my shot there, he was talking about the game itself. Like, hey, I think he's going to put left on it. And I'm hearing him right behind me talk about what I'm about to do with my shot, and it was a little distracting. So I just asked him not to, man. And then I went over and I apologized. I said, listen, dude, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I can hear you talking while I'm trying to shoot, and you're talking about my shot, and it's a little off-putting. And he was cool about it. He said, sorry, dude, no problem. So it was all cool. It was all cool, you know, all good in the hood. It was a little off-putting, you know. I should be off-putting because I'm so fat, you know, get it? Doo-doo. All right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that, guys. All right, here we go. So he's got this pocket block now, which means I got to make this 4 up there with a little draw and send the cue ball over here. See if I can do it. See if I can do it or not. Yep, not too shabby. Not too shabby. The speed was good. Now I can cut that 1 ball in with right spin or straight top. You know, I don't need to get perfect on the 8. I just need to be up table a little bit. So straight top should just take me up that way. I don't need, I could put right spin if I want to get fancy with it, but I don't need it. Oh, but I definitely did need a little right if I'm going to hit it real hard. Like, that was the dumbest shot I've ever shot in my life, I think, right there, man. I don't know why I like fired at that shot. I could have just rolled it in and with top, and the cue ball would have came up to about here, and I could have cut that 8 in very easily. And yeah, John's about to be on the hill now because I'm an idiot. You know, it's the way it goes. It's just the way it is sometimes, you know. When life gives you a box of chocolates, you know, sometimes you just throw them in the trash because you're a moron. That's what I do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, guys, you know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but what's he using? He's using a cutlery set. Yeah, look, hey, I promise you that redhead is not my kid that just walked down the screen. It's not my kid. Promise you that. Just because he's a redhead, what do you think? We're all of us redheads are, I don't know what I'm trying to say, guys. We'll move on. We'll move on from there. Good chat. His cutlery. I'm going to give him his cutlery back. Here's your cutlery. As I waddle over there. Oh, man. It's weird seeing yourself on camera, guys, you know. I've always known I walk a little funny, but when I watch it on camera, it's still weird. It's weird. It's weird. All right, so John's up at the table here. What's he gonna do? Bad boy, bad boy. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come? All right, I'm done. I'm done. Let's just be quiet again. Give you guys some silence. I didn't expect that. Put the 11 in. That's what I think I'm going to do here. Or unless I'm comboing. Yeah, combo. Combo the 3. You can do that and tap. It's perfectly legal when the table's open. You can hit a stripe into a solid or vice versa. All right, so I'll make the 4. I don't want to really hit that 13 because it'll block up the 3. I want to put draw on this. Yeah. Yep. I needed that bottom spin on that, otherwise I would have ran into the 11 and then would have blocked up my 3. That would have been no good. If I can cut the 6 in from here, I'm looking good because I can move the 5 ball. But I'm not sure if I have to move the 5. If I get up in here somewhere, the 5 might go into that side pocket. It's hard to tell. Well, it definitely ain't going to go from here. I know that. I still got the 1 ball, though, I think. Yep. I'll make the cut on the 1. I've got to make this one. And I either have to stop somewhere in here for the 6, or I got to come down into here for the 2. 6 ball it is. And I like the angle I have on the 6 because if I need to, I could make the 6 and just carry them with a stun shot dead into the 5. And it looks like I will push the 5 right up this way, maybe even off of the 8 ball, which would be great. If I went off the 8, that would open up the 8 and the 5 would either go in or it would sit in front of the pocket. I'm hoping it would sit in front of the pocket. I hit it hard though. And I open the 5 and I have a shot on the 5. Does the 8 still go or not? That is the big question right now. Because if the 8 goes, I can get out here. If the 8 doesn't go, ain't no way I'm getting out here. If the 2 goes past the 15, even better. Because I'll shoot that first, yep. It's tight though, it looks really tight here, but this is a valley table and it's got big pockets, so probably this will go a lot better than it looks. Oh yeah, made it. All right, so if the 8 goes there, I'll just draw out. If the 8 doesn't go there, then I will make the 5 slow and follow forward. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. So the 8 must not go. I'm gonna follow forward and try to make the 8 into that side pocket, but it looks super tight into the side pocket too, man. Maybe even follow all the way up to the pocket and shoot the 8 down here in the corner, but then the 14 looks like it's in the way. I don't know, this is a little tougher than it looks, I think, man. So big question, side pocket. Yep, going for the side. I know it's tight on that 13 ball. It looks super tight from here, but we will see. It must be tight. I'm closing one eye. You see me over there? Do you see me over there closing one eye? I was getting down, closing one eye like a pirate. I call that the old pirate. The pirate. Yeah, I played it off the point, the far point. So now I'm up 3-2, but John's on the hill, man. He only needs 1 game. I still need 2 more. It's a feasible race, but anything can happen here, man. This is anybody's game. Another decent break with the second ball hit. I got 2 spots that are trouble. That one and this one. Everything else is all right on this table. But you see right away, these 2 and these 2, they all got married, you know? It was a couple's retreat and they got married. Both of them, I don't know why. All right, what am I gonna do? If I could play the 4 maybe to start, off the rail, off that 14, and that would open up the 2, is that what I'm doing? I think it's what I'm doing. No, I used the cue ball. That was a good plan. I like that better. Now, I know this looks bad here, but it's not that bad, because the 2 ball goes there and the 6 ball goes there. And once you make one of those, the 3's open. If that's the 3 ball, it might be the 7. This might be the 3 down here. Oh, am I going to make the 2 in the side right now? What am I going to do? Now I've got to figure out this ball down here. This is the last ball I really need to figure out if I'm going to try to get out here, which of course I'm going to try to get out. You know me. Shoot. I try to get out to a fault when I shouldn't try to get out. Oh, I played the carom. I tried to play the carom. You know, correction, I tried. Wasn't good enough. You know, one day I'll be good enough to make the carom. Look at, it's funny, the green screen, I have a chroma key set. If you're not familiar with a chroma key, is it just removes all the green from my background. This drink I'm drinking is actually blue, but it looks perfectly clear because of the green screen. That's weird. That's weird, man. It's not water. You know, I should drink water, but I don't. I drink a lot of Powerade. Zero sugar, though. I don't like the sugar stuff. I'm fat enough without that sugar, you know. Last thing I need is diabetes coming back to get me. That was a good cut, John. Nice shot. Good shot. Oh, did you just, what was that? Was that a dance move he just did? Rewind the tape, watch it back. He was putting body English on after the fact, but it looked like he was doing like a finish move on a dance floor or something. That was kind of funny. Good show, John. Good show. Look at Brian. Let's appreciate Brian over here with the short rail shirt and hat, man. Brian, you're all right. I don't know why my thing doesn't work, man. I'm just trying to play a quick commercial for you, and it just goes black. I got to figure that out. It works ahead of time. I test it before I start commentating, and it works. And then when I'm in the match and I try doing it, it just don't work. Well, I'll try one more time.
I want to be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why it worked that time, and it didn't work the first time I tried it. So you guys just saw blue screen, or black screen, weird. Oh, there's Brian again, short rail shirt. Short rail hat. I gave Brian a new short rail hat. It's the one with the hand logo on it. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I don't even have one for myself. I don't wear hats that often. I wear them in the summer because my bald head will burn if I don't. So if I'm gonna be outside, if I'm on a wanna pia, I don't know. If I'm gonna be outside in the summer for any period of time, I wear a hat. Other than that, I rarely ever wear a hat. You know, I'm bald and proud, I guess. You know. Not probably. If I had a choice, I would choose hair, you know. But I don't have a choice, guys. You know, I got the big horseshoe baldness going on, so I just shave it. It's better, easier that way. Oh, am I gonna get the 3? Oh, I tried. I sure did try. I sure enough tried. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I'm in trouble now. The only thing I can think to do here, if I can go in between these balls, is a lot of right spin and come this way to hit them. And it looks like I'm going to have to do it with a jump shot. It's the only shot I got, so I'm going to try it. So this is, if this works out like I think, guys, it's not as crazy as it looks, you know. You can easily put English on a jump shot. It doesn't really affect the jump too much. It affects when you land. Yeah. Oh, am I going to get it? I think I got it. I did get it. Man, that was a shot. You know, I didn't expect myself to make it. Well, I kind of expected to make the ball, but I didn't expect to come around 3 rails for the breakout like that on a jump shot. Kudos to you, Josh. You did all right there, kid. I can't reach my back, you know. I threw out a hip trying to pat myself on the back on that shot. All right, what am I going to do here? Am I going to try to avoid the 9, or am I going to try to put right spin and hit the 12? Probably left spin and avoid the 9. No, I went into the 9, and I got lucky I didn't scratch. Man, that was stupid. Dang it. All I had to do was either hit that soft with lots of right, and I would have came up and hit the 12, and I would have had a shot, or I could have just hit it with top inside and avoided that 9 ball altogether and came around this way, man. Now I'm looking at a pretty tough cut here. It's one, I mean, granted, I should be able to make this as long as I'm shooting half decent, which it looks like I am on this match. So I expect myself to make this, and I expect to be hill. That's what I expect, but you never know. You never know. Like I said, you never can tell. Oh boy, that's going in. That's a loss of game. 2 racks I gave him like that. One, I jumped the 8 ball off the table. The other one, wrong pocket, man. What a moron. You know, one of these days, guys, I'm going to learn how to play without being an idiot. It's unlikely, guys, but it's fun to say. You know, I'm probably always going to be an idiot. You know, it's just facts. I deal with it. I'm good with it. Just kidding, everybody. John, thanks for letting me record the match, brother. Appreciate you. And everybody out there, thanks for watching, man. Thanks for hitting the subscribe button, hitting the buttons, you know, all them buttons down there. And if you didn't hit the subscribe button, that's okay. I appreciate you watching, man. And, you know, I'm going to get more videos out. I got a bunch of them waiting, so we'll catch you guys soon. Peace.